So now we have generated the first of all symbols. After this is done, we can move to the next step, which is to find the first of the right side of each row. So to generate the list for step 5, we need to refer to the pairs generated in step 4 and also refer to step 1, because you can see there is an arrow coming in here from step 1. Again, remember, whenever we are referring to step 1, it means we need to consider the nullable non-terminal. So how do we generate, or how do we extract out the information for step 5? So it is generated by looking at the right side of each row. So this is our rows. The right side after the derivation arrow are this one. So we're going to do this one by one. Okay, first A, B, C is, okay, to do that, remember we need to look at step 4. First ABC is the first for the symbol that you see, the first symbol. So the first symbol is A. Therefore, first ABC equals to first A, which means it is, as we have generated in step 4, it is B. Okay, and then first BA, so the first symbol over here is lowercase b, and from step 4 we know that first B is B. Sorry, this is uppercase B. Okay, next, first epsilon. First epsilon is nothing, it's an empty set. So I'm just going to write an empty set. And finally, first C equals to C, as what we get from step 4. But remember, we need to consider nullable non-terminal. So for step 4, we need to consider nullable non-terminal. And again, having a nullable non-terminal, it is like you can cancel the non-terminal out. So if we cancel A out, the first symbol for row 1 now is also B. So you need to do something to this. First A union with first B, because B can also be the first symbol for first row, which means it is now not only B, because first B, if you look at our step 4 over here, is C. Now it becomes B, C. Okay, so that is for step 5. We have generated the first for all the rows. So if we have 4 rows, you should have 4 over here. First ABC, first BA, first epsilon, and first C. Okay, if your grammar do not have a nullable rule, after step 5, you can actually jump direct to step 12 if you don't have a nullable rule. But because we have a nullable rule over here, we cannot do that. So we need to go to step 6. Okay, so how do we generate step 6? To generate step 6, we are generating the property of FDP, which is the short form for followed directly by. In order to do that, we are only considering the right side of the derivation arrow. So this is the right side of the derivation arrow. We are not considering anything on the left. And we are also only considering non-terminals. So what are our non-terminals? Our non-terminals are this A, B, and A. Okay. So to generate the FTB relation, we look at this non-terminal. Remember 1, 2, 3. A is followed directly by B. So I'm going to write that out. A is followed directly by B. Next, B is followed directly by C. So I will type that out. B is followed directly by C. And the final one, A is not followed directly by anything because it is the end of the string. Therefore, for FTB, we only have 2 lists. Okay, so we are done with FTB.